Live from Utah's #1 news channel, this is KUTV 2 News at 10.
Welcome back to 2 News at 10 o'clock. So glad to have you with us as always tonight. An infant boy alive after a close call with a serious lung infection last weekend.
2-year-old Ira Jones may not be here today if it wasn't for the quick action of doctors at Primary Children's Hospital who decided their only option was a high-risk procedure. Jeremy Harris talked with the Jones family and shares this young boy's story of survival.
He is a fighter. From day one, he's fought to stay here.
Ira Jones may only be 2 years old, but his parents say since his first day he has had to fight to stay with them.
It's hard to see your kid sick. You feel totally helpless.
Ira has a severe lung disease that stems from being born at just 24 weeks of pregnancy.
His lungs are very fragile and very susceptible to infections.
But after spending his first year of life in the hospital, he was finally able to go home. His 4- and 6-year-old siblings welcomed him with maracas and drums.
It is just a precious thing to watch them interact with Ira.
But just as things seemed to be getting better, infection found its way into Ira's vulnerable lungs.
Just as we felt we were kind of cresting the mountain, so to speak, we ended up back here.
Back here at Primary Children's Hospital, when doctors examined Ira, they said they knew it was serious. So serious, they say there was only one option.
His lungs were so severely affected by it that we had to put him on something called ECMO.
The ECMO machine acts essentially as an external lung, diverting air from his throat, then replacing it back into his body.
It's very dangerous and very risky. They don't like to do it unless they absolutely have to, but we're glad that they were able to because it's saving his life.
Now, more than when he was a baby, his parents say it's tough to watch him as he is aware of what's going on.
I want to take that away from him. I would take his place if I could.
But they're grateful that the risky ECMO procedure seems to be working.
Because of this intervention that they're able to do, he will recover and he will come home again.
I wish him the very best. Tonight, we hear that Ira is still in the hospital, but doing better. The doctors hope that they're able to remove him from the ECMO machine in the next day or so, but he still has a long road ahead and will likely remain at Primary Children's at least for a while. The family has a GoFundMe page to help with those mounting medical bills, and we've got a link to that on our website, KUTV.com.